Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Guys, this is my fifth video of SC900 Security Compliance and Identity Fundamental course. In this video, guys, we are going to learn about the different authentication capabilities of Azure AD. So as part of this video, we will learn the authentication method, methods in of your Azure AD, and password protection and management capabilities. Azure AD. So these are the two topics that we are actually going to cover in this video. So guys, if we talk about the authentication, so authentication is a process of verifying an identity which is to be legitimate. Now, password are the commonly used to authenticate users, but as you know, passwords have lot of different problems. The major problem of the password is it's difficult for the user to remember, but it is easy for the hackers to guess. If you talk about the strong or good password, they have to be actually very strong, which is again difficult for someone to remember. And many times we use the same password for multiple applications, and this approach actually provides multiple point of entry for the compromised identity. Now, we have multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication requires more than one form of verifications to prove that an identity is legitimate. So you have to prove more than one time to be legitimate. We can use trusted device, or even we can use fingerprint scan. So in this approach, even if your identity passwords has been compromised, then it will become very difficult for the hackers to gain entry to the resources. Multi-factor authentication actually improves the security of an identity dramatically. It actually provides you additional authentication. Now, when we talk about multi-factor authentication, Azure AD or Active Directory provide us multi-factor authentication. It is a new sign-in standard. Actually, Azure multi-factor authentication works by requiring something you know which is your password, or even it can be a PIN. It can be something you have, like you have trusted device, which is difficult to duplicate. It can be your phone, it can be your hardware key, and another one is something you are. Something you are like your biometric device, biometrics, your fingerprint, your face scan, your biometrics like your fingerprints, or your face scan. So Azure Active Directory multi-factor authentication work by requiring these options. Now, if we talk about multi-factor authentications, there are different forms of verifications which can be used with the Azure Active Directory. You can use SMS, you can use Microsoft authentication app, you can use voicemail or voice call, or OAuth. So you can use this verification form with Azure Active Directory multi-factor authentications. Microsoft, or you can say SMS, is a OTP. If we talk about the multi-factor authentication app, so multi-factor authentication app is an application. It's a phone application which you can install either on your iOS or Android devices. And it can be configured to use your biometric, like your fingerprint, or even your facial scans. Now, if you want to use Microsoft Authenticator, first of all, you have to download the application on your mobile from Microsoft Store. You have to register your account or Microsoft account, and then you choose your authenticators as a additional authentication method. OAuth is open authentication. It's an open standard which actually specify how time-based one-time password. It support time-based one-time. So one-time password, like your kind of OTP, it's a one-time password. And you can use this one-time password with your authenticate your users. So whenever you make any financial transactions, you might have noticed that you get a OTP. This time-based or time-based one-time password or OpenAuth can be software token, which is a application based, like your Microsoft authentication application is also OAuth token based, but it's a software application based authentication mechanism which actually also generate OTP, and the validity for that OTP is in generally 30 to 60 seconds. After that, the OTP will get changed or updated automatically. It can be also hardware based, hardware token, which actually come with secret key. It is actually pre-programmed in the token. We have voice calls. Voice calls, you know that they will send you a call. We have security default also. security default. Security default. Security default is set of basic identity security mechanism which is recommended by Microsoft. If you enable this, the recommendations will automatically enforce in your organization. Security default controls enforcing Azure Active Directory multi-factor authentications registrations for all users. So all your users need to register for the multi-factor authentication. It also forces your administrator to use the multi-factor authentication. And the third one is it requires all the user to perform multi-factor authentication whenever it is needed. You know, when we talk about multi-factor authentications, we have password is there, password which associates or which has lot of problems associated with it. It is recommended that you use a strong password, but strong password like you use a password greater than equal to 14 characters. Now, strong passwords are not easy to hack, but it is difficult to remember as well. And if the user forget the password, there will be impact on the productivity. Now, we can use some other security features available in Azure AD as a replacement of our passwords. We can use some security authentication mechanism. We can use our phone. We can use our phone as an additional means of authentication. You can configure it for SMS or you can configure it to get a call. So you can configure your phone either to get a phone call or a text message. We have password-less authentication. Password-less authentication. Password-less authentication works on the principle of something you are. It works on the principle of something you are. Something you are rather than something you know. Something you are is your biometrics rather than something you know, which is password. Now, something you know, when we talk about something we know, you know, so it is Windows Hello and Windows Hello for Business. We will discuss about this term later on. So, you can use your biometric, your fingerprint scan, with your Microsoft Authenticator app. So if you are using Microsoft Authenticator app, it actually provides you passwordless authentications with Azure AD. Now we have biometrics. Biometrics. You know that biometrics uses human characteristics. It can use your hand geometry, or you can say your fingerprints, your iris, your face, your fingerprint. Windows Hello provide you these facilities to authenticate yourself by using fingerprint or your facial recognitions. We have another one which is called FIDO, FIDO 2. FIDO stands for First Identity Online. Fast ID, F for fast ID, so identity, O for online. Fast identity online. It is actually in preview currently. Azure AD supports FIDO 2 also, which is an example of passwordless authentication method. And this can come in different form. Actually, FIDO allow you to log in with some external security key. External security key, it can be USB device, or it can be your lightning connectors, Bluetooth, it can be Bluetooth, or if you have near field NFC, near field connections, FIDO can support all this mechanism. So if you use any of this technology for authentication. You don't need to use or enter your password. Never. Again, I am telling you, Fido is in preview in Azure AD. Now, if we talk about Window Hello, Window Hello, Window Hello is an authentication feature which is inbuilt into Windows 10. It actually replaces your password with a strong two-factor authentications on your PC and on your mobile devices. It supports two-factor authentication. It actually Windows Hello can be used to authenticate a Microsoft account. Even you can use it to authenticate your Active Directory account, or even in your Azure Active Directory account. And any identity service or the provider which even relies on Fido. Fido 2, which is version 2, Fido version 2, Window Hello can be used. Windows Hello store pins, PIN and biometric data. It can store PIN or biometrics data on your local device, and it never send your password to external devices or the servers. So since Windows Hello does not send your password over the network to any device or the server, so there is no single collection point, that an attacker might compromise. There is no single point. Now when we talk about the Window Hellos, we have two variants, Window Hello and Window Hello for Business. Window Hello, which is configured by a user. As a user, you can configure Window Hello on your personal device. And you can use your PIN to log in. You can use your biometrics also. But remember, when we talk about Window Hello PIN is not backed by certificate based authentication. Remember that window PIN or your biometric gestures is unique to your device, but it is not backed by certificate based authentications. On the other hand, if we talk about the window Hello for Business, it is for the corporate world, for the organizations. We can use Windows Hello for Business, or we can configure Windows Hello for Business with the help of group policy, which is part of Active Directory, or we can also use some of the mobile device management tools MDM like Intune. So Intune is a product, Microsoft based product that provides you mobile device management capabilities. It also, you can use this Intune to implement your Windows Hello for Business. This Windows Hello for Business PIN are actually backed by certificate based authentications, and if you have joined your device to Active Directory domain, then Windows Hello convenience PIN will be disabled by default. Now the question comes, is your Windows Hello safer than password? Yes, it is. Actually, Windows Hello help you to sign in to your device with the help of PIN. PIN looks like, maybe you think PIN is password, it looks like password. But PIN is much more secure because it is tied to the specific device on your on the device where you set it up. You know, when we talk about the password is transmitted to a server. Whenever you enter your username password, the password is actually sent over the network to the server for the authentications. It is transmitted. So since it is transmitted over the network, then it can be intercepted. It can be also stolen from the server where it is stored. But on the other hand, PIN is local. It never transmitted anywhere. And even it is not stored on the server. All your mobiles and the laptops or your desktop, they are coming with an uh, an inbuilt chip called TPM, which is trusted TPM is a trusted platform module chip. It is a secure crypto processor. Is the secure crypto processor which is designed to carry out cryptographic operations. And this chip include multiple physical security mechanisms. And this design make it tamper resistant. And malicious software is unable to tamper with the security function inbuilt into the TPM. So now you can understand that window hello is safer than, or why window hello is safer than password. Let's talk about self-service password reset. Self-service password reset. It is a feature of Azure AD. It is a feature of Azure AD. It actually allows the user to change or reset their password. They don't need administrator's intervention or the help desk involvement. The standard users can be allowed to change their password or reset their password if needed. In generally what happen is, if a user account get locked or if they forget the password, they need to contact with the administrator or the user who has the delegated permissions to change the user's password, which is time consuming process, and this is also loss to your production or productivity. So self-service password reset has several benefits. Now, it saves your organization's money, because the users don't need to make any call. They don't need to contact the administrators or the help desk to reset their password. It increases productivity also. The reason? They don't need to wait for someone to come and reset their password. So if you have, as a user, if you have forgotten your password, you can reset, you can save the time. So if you need to change your password, if you need to reset your password, if your account is locked, in all the scenario you can use password self-service password reset. Now, but if there are some prerequisites that we need to keep in our mind. To use self-service password reset, the user must have Azure AD license, and self-service password reset must be enabled by the administrator. You have to register your authentication method. So these are the requirements that we need to fulfill. When we talk about the self-service password reset, in short we called it SSPR. So you can use mobile applications, email, phone, office phone, security questions. And we can, if you enable password write back, if you enable password write back, then the user will be allowed to update their credentials so the user's password will be right back to your on-premise. So it will be updated with your on-premise identity providers. Now let's talk about password protection and management capabilities of Azure AD. Password protection, it's a feature of Azure AD. It is a feature of Azure AD. Means on-premise Active Directory we don't have this feature. It actually reduces risk of setting weak password. Password protection detect weak password. Weak password. and block. So it doesn't allow your users to use the weak non-password and their variants. Weak password or non-passwords. When we talk about Azure password protection, it has global banned password. It has global banned password, which is default. This global banned password are automatically applied to all user in your Azure AD tenant. All users. Whenever a user try to change their password or reset their password, the global banned password check those password first. If it detects anyone, so it enforces the user to use a strong password. It is recommended that you use password protection along with multi-factor authentication, because relying only on the password is not that much secure, as you have another layer. Now, global banned password are maintained by Azure AD Identity Protection Team. They actually analyze your security telemetry data to find weak or compromised password. Remember that global banned passwords are automatically applied to all AD users, and you cannot disable it. This global banned password list is sourced from the real world actual password spray attacks. And password protection feature of Azure AD is efficient enough to detect and block millions of most common weak password from being used in your enterprise. If you want, you can also create your custom banned password. So custom band password actually is used by the organizations to block or prohibit user from using some specific word such as like name of the organization, the location of the organization, like brand of the brand name of the product. So you cannot use the brand name or product name, you cannot use location name, you cannot use the company name. So you can also create custom password, and custom password will work along with global band password. This password protection actually protect you or defend you against password spray attack. You can use this in your hybrid scenario also. So if you want, you can integrate your on-premise environment with Azure, and then you can use the Azure AD password protection in your on-premise also. So this is hybrid security. Hybrid security. So I hope guys this sections will or this video will help you to enhance your knowledge level. Very soon I will come with another video about access management capabilities of Azure AD. Guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe my channel. Share the link with the video link with your friends. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Hope to see you very soon in my next video. Till then, bye bye.